Hi all, welcome to the online GATE coaching class organized by Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Providence College of Engineering in association with Electronics and Communication Association of Providence. I am Kurula John, Assistant Professor ECE Department, Providence College of Engineering. Today, I would like to give the first lecture class in the subject Logic Gates. So before entering into our subject, I would like to give some key points which you need to remember before attempting the GATE examination. The key points are, first one, duration of examination. Duration, 3 hours. So our GATE exam will be for 3 hours. Then second point, total marks. Total marks will be 100. The GATE exam is for 100 marks. Then third point, total number of questions. Number of questions, 65. 65 questions will be there in the question paper, and it is a mixture of aptitude and mathematics plus our core subjects. So 10 questions will be from general aptitude, then the remaining 55 will be a mixture of mathematics and our core subjects. Then next point, the type of questions. Fourth point, that is type of questions. It includes multiple choice questions, MCQs, then multiple select questions, then numerical answer type questions. Multiple choice questions, multiple select questions, and numerical answer type question. Then the fifth important point, that is marks for each question. Marks for each question, 1 or 2 marks. 1 or 2. And the last and a very important point, that is there negative marking? Yes, there is negative marking. There is negative marking for wrong answers. So these are the 6 key points which you need to remember before attending the GATE examination. Duration, 3 hours. Total marks or maximum marks, 100. Number of questions, 65 questions. 10 will be from general aptitude and 55 will be a mixture of mathematics and our core subjects. Then type of questions. It includes multiple choice questions, multiple select questions, and numerical answer type questions. Then marks for each question, 1 or 2. There is negative marking for each wrong answers. Now we can see the importance of logic gates in digital system design. Logic gates are considered to be the basic building blocks in digital system. Similar to that of bricks in construction of buildings, logic gates play the same role in the case of digital system design. It is not possible to design any digital circuit without these logic gates. That much important is a logic gate. Now we can see each of the logic gates and its working principle. So before entering into that, there are 4 key points which you need to remember for understanding the working principle of logic gates. The first key point is logic symbol. Each logic gate has its own logic symbol. So we need to remember that logic symbol. The second is truth table. Truth table. Truth table represents the output combination of logic gates depending upon the all possible combination of its inputs. So it represents the behavior of the logic gate. The third important factor is logic expression. Each logic gate have its own logic expression that represents the data flow of the logic gates. And finally, the output waveform, which represent the output of the logic gates. So, these are the four factors which we need to remember to understand the idea or concept of each logic gates. Its logic symbol, its truth table which represents the behavior, then logic expression which represents the data flow, then output waveform which represents the output of the logic gate. Our first logic gate is inverter or NOT gate. NOT gate, or it's also known as inverter. NOT gate or inverter. From the name itself, we can see inverter. That means inversion of something is happening here. So, the symbol of this NOT gate or inverter is like this. This is the symbol for inverter. So, here we are applying our input. Let the letter used for input is X. Here we are getting our output. Let it be Y. So, X is the input of this inverter and Y is the output of the inverter. So, this is the symbol of NOT gate or inverter. Now, we have to represent the behavior of this NOT gate. For that, we can use the truth table, our second parameter. That is, truth table is the combination of output for all combination of inputs. We can see here input is X. So, X is the input and output is Y. Y is the output. Here only one input. So, the combination is that input may be 0 or 1. So, these are the two possible combinations of inputs in the case of inverter. 0, X may be 0 or X may be 1. And in the case of output Y, what will be the input? Its inverter version will be obtained at the output. That means, if 0 is the input, the output will be 1. If 1 is the input, then the output will be 0. That is why it is known as inverter. This is the truth table of NOT gate or inverter. Now, the third point is its logic expression. Whatever be the input, its inverter version will be obtained at the output. So, we can say the output Y is equal to the inverted version of input. That means X bar. That is the expression of this NOT gate. This is the logic expression. Now, one more parameter is there, that is our waveform, output waveform. We can draw the output waveform. The combinations are, input may be 0 or input may be 1. So that at first we can draw the input, and depending upon the input, the output will be generated. So, X is the input. These are the two logic levels. Here we can see X is 0, X is 1, here also X is 0. Okay? And its output, when X is 0, the output is high. That means our output waveform will be like this. This become 1, this become 0, and this become 1. That is when 0 is the input, the output is 1. When 1 is the input, the output is 0. When 0 is the input, 1 is the output. So, this cycle will repeat. So, this is the basic idea of inverter or NOT gate. Whatever be the input, its inverted version will be obtained at the output. Next logic gate is AND gate. AND gate. At first, we can see the symbol of this AND gate. AND gate symbol is represented like this. This is the symbol of AND gate. Two input, it's a two input AND gate. Two inputs are here, only one output. That is, let A and B are the inputs of this AND gate and let Y be the output of this AND gate. Here I am considering a two input AND gate. That's why only two inputs. It may be three input, then the inputs become A, B, C. So here just two input AND gate. That means A and B are the two inputs of this AND gate and Y is the output of the AND gate. Now second thing is its behavior. For explaining the behavior, we have to represent the truth table. Now we can see how its truth table. A and B are the input, Y is the output. Okay. So the combination here, two variables are present, A and B. So in the case of digital system, the combinations are both A and B become 0. That is the first combination. Then A becomes 0 and B become 1. That is the second combination. Then A become 1 and B becomes 0. Then finally both A and B become 1. So these are the four possible combinations of A and B. Both are 0. Then A becomes 0 and B become 1. Then A become 1 and B becomes 0. Finally both become 1. Then the output Y. Depending upon this combination of the input, how the output varies. When both the inputs are 0, in the case of AND gate, the output is 0. That is, just AND operation is performing here. When any one of the input is 0, then also the output is 0. That is, in the second case and in the third case also the output is 0. And in the final, that is, both are 1. In that case, the output is 1. So we can conclude from this truth table that if any one input or both inputs are 0, then the output becomes 0. On the other hand, the output becomes 1 if both the inputs are 1 or high. This 1 means high, logic high, and this 0 means logic 0 or low value. 0 means low and 1 means high value. We are considering a positive logic. So in the case of positive logic, the 1 is considered as high and 0 is considered as low. And here we represent the behavior of this AND gate. Now we can represent the expression, that is how data will flow. In the case of AND gate, the expression is, logic expression is A dot B. That is the expression of AND. Now we can see the output waveform, that is a logic waveform of AND gate. From this truth table, we can draw the logic waveform or output waveform. So here we can see A and B are the two inputs. Okay, we need two inputs and one output. So considering this truth table, we can see in the first two cases A is 0, then the remaining two cases A is 1. So it can be represented as in this way. A, this is the first half cycle, that is 0. Second half cycle also 0. In the next two, 1, 1. Okay, this is our A from this truth table. Then B. From this truth table, we can see that B is 0, 1, 0, 1. That means 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. This is the condition for B. And by using these two inputs, we can generate the output Y. So, when both input A and B are 0, the output is 0. So, in the first half cycle, the output is 0. When A is 0 and B is 1, then also the output is 0. That is in the second case, the output is 0. In the third case, A is 1 and B is 0, then also the output is 0. In the last case, both the inputs are 1, then the output become high or 1. So, this is the output waveform of AND gate. Here, we can conclude that if any one of the input or both the inputs are low or 0, then output is 0. The only case in which the output become 1 or high is that both the input must be high. When both the inputs are high, the output is high. That is the behavior of AND gate. Now we can see the next logic gate, that is OR gate. OR gate. The symbol of a 2-input OR gate. This is the symbol of a 2-input OR gate. 2 inputs are here, only one output. Let A and B are the inputs, Y is the output, similar to that of our AND gate. A and B are the input and Y is the output. This is the logic symbol of a 2-input OR gate. Now we can see how it behaves. For that, we must draw the truth table. Truth table must contain all the inputs and output. A and B are the input, Y is the output. Here 2 input, so the combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Both the inputs are 0, any one of the inputs 0, then both the inputs become high. So here, basic idea is that logic addition is happening here, binary addition. That is, when both inputs are 0, the output is 0. In the second case, one input is high, then also the output is 1. Third case, A is 1 and B is 0, then also the output is 1. In the final case, both inputs are high, then also the output is 1. That means, here the output is 0 in only one condition, that is, both the input must be 0 for that case. In all other remaining cases, the output become high. If any one of the input or both the inputs are high, then output is high. Then its logic expression, it is represented as Y is equal to A or B. That is, our plus symbol is used for representing this logic expression. Y is equal to A or B. I already said the binary addition is happening here. Now we can draw the output waveform to represent its behavior from this truth table. So A and B are our inputs, Y is the output. So we can draw from this truth table. In the first 2 half cycle, A is 0. Next 2 cases, A is 1. So this is our A input. Then B. In the first half cycle, B is 0. Second, B is 1. Next, B is 0. In the final, B is 1. This is our B. These are our half cycles. Similar to that, we drawn in the case of AND gate. This is 0, 0. This is 1, 1. This is 0, 1, 0, 1. Now, depending upon the combination of the input, we can draw the output. First case, both inputs are 0, then the output is 0. So, both inputs are 0, then output is 0. Second case, output is 1 because here B is 1. In the third case, output is 1 because A is 1. So, second case, our output is 1. In the third case also, the output is 1 because A is 1. And in the fourth case, both the inputs are 1, then also the output is 1. So it will stay at high value. So this is the output waveform of the OR gate depending upon the possible combination of the input. So here we can conclude that the output is 0 only when both the inputs are 0. In all other cases, that means any one of the input is high or both the inputs are high, then the output become high. This is the behavior or working principle of OR gate. Now we can see our next logic gate, that is XOR gate. XOR gate. The logic symbol of XOR gate is represented like this. This is the logic symbol of a 2-input XOR gate. A and B are the inputs, Y is the output. So this is the logic symbol of XOR gate, and its behavior can be represented by using the truth table. We already know the truth table must contain all the inputs. A and B are the input, Y is the output. The combinations of input are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Then the output. What will be the output of XOR operation? In the first case, both inputs are 0, then the output is 0. Second case, that is B is 1 and A is 0. In that case, output is 1. Third case, A is 1 and B is 0. In that case also the output is 1. Fourth case, both the inputs are high, then the output is 0. So here we can say that when the inputs are different, that is in the second and third case, when the inputs are different, the output is high. In all other two cases, if the same inputs detect the same input, that is the first and fourth case, the output become 0. So it generates a high output only when both the inputs are different. So this gate is also known as inequality detector. Inequality detector. Why? It will detect high output only when both the inputs are different. That is why XOR gate is also known as inequality detector. Now the logic expression of XOR gate, Y is equal to, generally it is represented as A XOR B. This is a symbol of XOR gate, that is A XOR B. In the case of AND we put a dot, in the case of OR we put plus symbol. So here it is A XOR B. And if we expand its expression, we will get it as A bar B plus A B bar, because here we can see that A bar B means the second case, A is 0 and B is 1, that is why A bar B, plus third case, that is A is 1 and B is 0, that is why it is known as A B bar. So in these two cases only the output become 1. That is why the expression is expanded as A bar B plus A B bar. So now we can draw the output waveform so that we can explain the behavior by using this truth table. So here A and B are the two inputs. In the first 2 half cycle, A is 0. Next 2 half cycle, A is 1. So this is first 2 and this is next 0, 0, 1, 1. Then B, 0, 1, 0, 1. So we can represent it as 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. Then the output. In the first half cycle, both inputs are 0, so the output is 0. In the second, both inputs are different, that means the output charged to high value. Third case also, both inputs are different, in that case also the output is high. In the last case, same input, so it discharged to low value. So 0, 1, 1, 0. This is the output waveform of the XOR gate. That is, here we can conclude that it detects a high output. The XOR gate detects a high output only when both the inputs are different. If both the inputs are same, then the output is low. So it generates high output when both the inputs are different. That is why XOR gate is also known as inequality detector. Our next logic gate is XNOR gate, exclusive NOR gate. XNOR gate. This is just a reverse of XOR gate. And the symbol is same as that of XOR plus a bubble. That is XOR plus an inverter. That is what happening in the case of XNOR or exclusive NOR gate. A and B are the input, Y is the output. Okay. Now we can see the behavior of this XNOR gate by using the truth table. We know truth table consists of all possible combination of input and output. Here A and B are the input, Y is the output. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. These are the four possible combination. In the case of this XNOR gate, we can say that in the first case, both inputs are same, then the output is 1. Second case, the inputs are different, then the output is 0. Third case also, the inputs are different, then also the output is 0. Final case, that is, both inputs are high, then the output become high. That means just the reverse of what we saw in the case of XOR gate. In XNOR, the output become high when both the inputs are same or equal. So this gate is also known as equality detector. Equality detector. That means it produces high output only when both inputs are same. So now we can represent its logic expression, that is output Y is equal to A XNOR B. This is a symbol of XNOR. That is just opposite of what we saw in the case of XOR. That is, here the expression is A bar B bar plus AB. That is in the first case A bar B bar, then the output is high. That is this expression A bar B bar plus the last case both inputs are high, then the output is high. That is AB. So we will get this high value only in the first and last cases. Both inputs are 0, both inputs are high. So by using this truth table, we can draw the logic waveform or output waveform. So A and B are the two inputs. From the truth table, we can see first two half cycle A is 0, next two half cycle A is 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. Second input B, that is first half cycle 0, then 1. Then again 0, then 1. That is 0, 1, 0, 1. So by using this truth table, we can draw the output waveform also. That is, in the first case, that is when both the inputs are low, the output is high. Second case, the output is low because both inputs are different. Third case also the output is low because both inputs are different. Finally, when both the inputs are high, then again the output become high. So this is the output waveform of XNOR gate. So here we can conclude that the output become high only when both the inputs are same or equal. In all other cases, the output become low. That is just reverse of XOR gate. That is why this gate is also known as equality detector. Now we can see the next gate, that is NAND gate. NAND gate. One of the most important speciality of this NAND gate is that it is considered to be a universal gate. Universal gate, because all the basic logic gates such as AND, OR, NOT, XOR, XNOR, etc. can be constructed by using this NAND gate. So, this is one of the universal gate. Universal gate. From the name itself, we can see that NAND. NAND means something related to and NOT. So, we can split this NAND as combination of AND gate plus NOT gate. So, the symbol of the NAND gate will be like this. This is our AND gate plus an inverter, that is a bubble will come at the output. So, A and B are the input and Y is the output. Here we can see AND plus inverter, that is what NAND. So, this is the basic symbol of NAND gate. Now, we can explain the behavior by using the truth table. A and B are the input, output is Y. The combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Here, it is just a reverse of what we saw in the case of AND gate. In the case of AND gate, if both the inputs are high, then only the output is high. But here, it is just opposite, because whatever be the AND output, it passes through an inverter. So, that is again complementing or inverting. So, if both the inputs are 0, then the output is 1. In the case of NAND gate, because opposite of AND. When one input is 0, then also the output is high. So, in the second and third case, the output become high. In the final last case, when both inputs are 1, here the output is 0, because AND output is 1, it then passes through an inverter, then it becomes 0. So, the final output of the NAND gate is 0. So, here output become high when any one of the input or both the inputs are low, and the output become low only in the case when both the inputs are high. And here the expression can be represented as Y is equal to AB the whole bar. That is, AB is the expression of AND gate, and inverter is also come. So, Y is equal to AB the whole bar. And by using this logic truth table, we can draw the logic diagram. So, here in this case, A is 0 in the first 2 half cycle, 0, 0, then 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, then B 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So, the output. The first 3 cases, that is, if any one of the input is 0 or both the inputs are 0, then the output is high. So, in the first case, output is high, second case, output is high, third case also, the output is high, 1, 1, 1. Then, in the last case, when both the inputs are high, the output becomes 0. So, this is the output waveform of NAND gate. So, here we can conclude that NAND is a universal gate, because all the basic gates can be constructed by using the NAND gate. And one more thing, that it is just complement of or inverted version of AND gate. So whatever be the AND output, its inverted version will be the NAND output. So here output will be low only in last case, that is when both the inputs are high. Now we can see our last logic gate, that is NOR gate. NOR gate. NOR gate is also known as universal gate, because all other logic gates can be constructed by using this NOR gate. So this is our second universal gate. Like NAND, NOR is also a universal gate. And from the name itself, we can see NOR is something related to OR and NOT. So we can split this NOR as OR plus NOT. Combination of OR gate and NOT gate. And the logic symbol become, this is our OR gate, with that an inverter comes, that is a bubble also comes. A and B be the input and Y be the output. And the behavior can be explained with the help of truth table. A and B are our input, Y is the output. So the input combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Here we can see this NOR output will be just complement of OR output. So whatever we got from OR gate, it passes through an inverter and its inverter version is obtained at the output of NOR gate. So 0, NOR, 0 means the output is 1. 0, NOR, 1 means 0. Third case also 0. Fourth case 1, NOR, 1 means 0. Because here we can see that the output is 1 only when both the inputs are 0. In all other cases, the output is 0. This is just reverse what we saw in our OR gate. From this truth table, we can represent the expression of NOR gate Y is equal to A plus B the whole bar. That is A plus B the expression of OR gate, its complement is taken here. That is why A plus B the whole bar. And from this truth table we can draw the logic diagram, logic output waveform. That means here we can see A and B are the two inputs. A is 0 in first two cases and A is 1 in the next two cycles. So A become 0, 0, 1, 1. B is 0 in the first case, then it become 1, then 0, then it become 1. So 0, 1, 0, 1. And the output become high in only in the first case, that is when both the inputs are low. In all other cases, the output is 0. That is here 1. In all other three cases, the outputs become 0. So this is the output waveform of NOR gate. So here we can say that NOR is a universal gate because all the logic gates, basic logic gates can be constructed by using this NOR gate, and it's a combination of OR and NOT. That is, what we got from the OR gate passes through an inverter or NOT gate, then its complemented version is obtained at the output of the NOR gate. We can see an implementation question from the topic logic gates. Implement the expression using logic gates, and the expression is Y is equal to AB plus CD bar. If we got such type of question, at first we have to identify which are the logic gates needed to implement this type of expressions and how many numbers also needed. So look at this question. Y is equal to AB plus CD bar. Okay. First expression is AB. So A dot B, that means A and B. So here an AND gate is needed. Here we can see CD bar. That means C and D bar. In this case, another AND gate is needed. In this expression, D is complement of D bar is required, that means the complement of D. So a NOT gate is required. These two expressions are ORed together, that is a plus symbol. So here an OR gate is required. So number of AND gate required is 2, OR gate 1, NOT gate 1. So these are the requirement of logic gates to implement this expression. Now we can implement this expression, that is A and B. If A and B are the inputs, Just draw the AND symbol. We will get A and B. Our next expression is C and D bar. C we can directly take. Next is D bar. So here we have D. In order to generate D bar, we have to draw the inverter. Then it become D bar. So now we have C and D bar. We have to AND together these two, that is C and D bar. For that, our second logic gate AND gate is used. Here we will get CD bar. So here we generate our AB, here we generate our CD bar. Now we have to OR these two expressions together. For that, we require an OR gate. That means our final expression y is equal to AB plus CD bar is obtained at the output of this OR gate. So in this way, we can implement any logic expression using logic gates. Only thing is that we have to identify which logic gate is required to implement the corresponding expressions. Now we come to the end of this session. So here we can see the summary of what we discussed in this session. These are the different types of gates which we discussed. NOT gate, that is also known as inverter. Whatever be the input, its inverted version is obtained at the output. Only one input and one output. Next is AND gate. AND gate means the output become high only when both the inputs are high. Another is OR gate. The output become high when both the inputs are high and any one of the inputs are high. In both these cases, the output become high. So in AND gate, binary multiplication is taking place. And in OR gate, binary addition is taking place. Next is XOR gate, that is also known as inequality detector, because it will generate high output only when both inputs are different. Next is XNOR gate, that is also known as equality detector. That means it generates high output when both inputs are equal. Then finally, NAND and NOR, these two are known as universal gates, because all other basic gates can be implemented by using these NOR and NAND gate. That is why they are known as universal gate. NAND means AND plus NOT, NOR means OR plus NOT. In the next class, we will discuss the principles or laws regarding the Boolean algebra, and also we can solve previous year gate questions from the topic logic gates. Till now, you study the basic principles regarding the logic gates. Happy learning, stay safe, thank you.